guys, this is Joanna, and it's been a little while, hasn't it? I wanted to kind of give you an update and just check in and upload a new video. It's not going to be anything that's completely new, and it's very kind of similar to what I've done before, but I thought it would be nice to sort of just get back in there again. I've really fallen off the wagon, as you can probably tell. I've just been so busy with work, and some new things are happening as well. I'm going to go back to study a master's in September, so I've been saving and working really hard so I have enough money to live. But I still kind of miss making videos, so I want to come back and just check in with you and sort of do a plan with me for June. I don't think I've ever done a plan with me before, so I thought it would be a nice way to begin, start afresh. I'm not going to do anything crazy or anything new. I'm going to keep it really, really simple. As you can see, some of my pages are really kind of kind of really filled into the max, and some of them I've just left as kind of quotes, lots of space and some drawings and doodles. Sort of really depends on the day. And I probably keep that going forwards as well. There can be quite a lot of pressure to keep journaling and updating if you have space. The thing with this diary is that there is always a day and always a space, and if you kind of miss one day, then you can get lost a little bit. But I'm also I've ordered my first watercolors and brush pens, and I'm excited to start doing some watercolor paints in here as well and see how that changes the journal. I'm also reading a really good book called Designing Your Life, and I can't remember the authors. I'll probably put it up in a little caption box here. But it comes with the PDF. I'm listening to the audiobook, I think. It comes with a PDF, and I'm excited to put some of that stuff in here and to sort of implement some of the ideas that they have as well. If you go over onto Creative Live, they have sometimes they will appear on the free live streams, so you can kind of check them out there as well. But it's very cool. I'll put a link in the description too. So those are the things I'm kind of wanting to try out this month. And in my setting up, it's going to be quite light. I'm going to start with the monthly display, and then I'm going to go back and show you the other parts of the journal as well. So I've kept it really simple, and I've used the grids just to put in my appointments. So I kind of use the bullet journal system in my Hobonichi to plan ahead, and I put appointments as round circles. I just tick them off if the appointments are made. This isn't complete yet. I still need to schedule in a few of my private teaching lessons, but I haven't done that yet. And I like to just write the title again, like the title of the month at the top as well, wherever there's space. It just kind of fills a bit of that space in, gives a bit of colour, and it kind of emphasises the month, because at the top, so at the top of the page you can see it says a 6, and here's the June, but it's very small, very tiny, so it's not kind of obvious at once as to kind of what the month is. So there we go, that's the June setup. I will fill this in as I go along. And what I'm planning to do this month is to write in kind of any events or kind of trips that I make, or anything that happens during the day that I want to keep a note of. And I'll probably use my fountain pen for that, just to highlight different points. So there's still some space there for that. So there we go. So I'm going to use black pen for kind of appointments, and then fountain coloured pen just for kind of any extra kind of tidbits about what happened during the day. Along the side, I've always kind of wondered how to use the space, and I use it differently every month depending on what I need. So up here I've listed a bunch of projects that I want to sort of kind of expand on this month. So hopefully having like a list of main projects at the top of the page will kind of inspire me to kind of keep on track with these and do a little bit every day. As you know, when you're learning something new or doing something new, a little bit every day really helps. And then underneath I've got some tasks that I want to complete this month. They're kind of broad monthly tasks, so I put them here. I haven't been through May. That I did write a few tasks down during May that aren't completed, but I'll do that and add that here. So there we go, that's the monthly task, and that's it really for the month of June. As you can see, I've still got my tiny tripod, so you probably can't see the whole book, but I haven't really done anything else. I'm thinking of maybe if I uncover, I'm going to do a lot of reading this month, so if I come across any cool quotes, I'm going to put them in at the bottom as well. But I quite like this clean kind of simple look, so you can kind of see kind of what's going on at a quick glance. So as you can see, along the top we have the days of the month, and then along the side here I've numbered each of the boxes, so I'm going to do like a dual kind of tracking thing. So on the side here I've got the kind of 4 different colours for each of these, and sleep, for example, will go up to 8 for 8 hours, or maybe more depending on how tired I am, and activity, and so I'm going to give it a rating out of 10 for each of these things, and then kind of just track it over the month, see where the correlations are. And then over this side I've got the list of tasks that I want to complete, so there's some apps here as well that I like to use, and I'll use the apps to kind of keep track of other kind of important bits. So that's I only need to keep track of when I use the apps in here, and the apps will keep track of everything else, so I can keep things kind of detailed. And I'll just colour in a square every time I update one of these things, and I'll colour it in over here. So hopefully it will work as a dual thing. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it, whether I might just do this in like a grey colour or some kind of pastel colours, and then use these colours over the top so you can kind of see it, and that will work all together. So that would be cool to see. So that's the habit kind of tracker bit at the beginning of the diary. This was my previous weekly plan, and you can check out the video where I kind of set this all up, and I'm going to stick with this, except I'm going to put the self-care tracker back into the beginning of the kind of in the habit tracker bit of the journal. I quite like the book of the week, though I didn't fill in the book I was reading, some music that I did start to fill in. I've put the breakfast, lunch and dinner and snacks thing at the top now, because there's like 3 boxes, which is perfect for putting those things in. Any extra tasks I'll just write down here or underneath. And it's nice to tick off the appointments, just sometimes they do change, so it's kind of good for me to see which ones did take place or not. So I'm going to keep this kind of track as still. Next week is a weird week for me because I'm taking it off, it's my holiday, so it's going to be kind of empty, but the following week will follow this transition again. So as you can see here, this time that I've changed here over here, I've just put like a task that I want to complete this week, and I put them all down here. I've also left some space for some books that I'm reading and any music that I listen to. It's kind of nice just to keep track of those things. Really, I like to use the Hobonichi kind of to keep track of my life and just write in what I've been doing during the day, things I've kind of read or listened to or that I want to. It's just a nice way to sort of look back and see what you have done over the year, I think. So you can see at the top, I've put the breakfast, lunch and dinner. I'm going to write my meals in here as I go through the day. I planned in my sleep and my kind of morning routines, and I have a couple of appointments so far during the week, but I'll add more as I go through. Oftentimes I just make plans during the week as we go ahead. I'm not really one of those like really advanced planners. So that's the weekly view. I'll update you on the end of the week as well as to like how I've used this space over the week, and also update you on my daily planning too. So then remember this page, I've decided, I have shown this before actually, and I decided to do it again in this diary. So I've never really known how to use this page very well, but I used a roll of tape to kind of draw around the outside and the inside, and then I just divided it up evenly. And put the days of the month around the edge, and here I'm going to list any kind of major events that are coming up, so I can quickly turn to this page and just see the major things that are coming up. But to be honest, I've never really used this page very much, so I'm not really sure what to do. If you have any ideas or suggestions about how you use the Remember This page, please let me know. It would be good to kind of get some more ideas and tips on this. And yeah, and for my daily pages, they're still pretty much going to be the same setup. You can see here kind of like a good kind of daily page, so you can see kind of around the outside I'm going to do my appointments, tick them off when I've done that. Gratitude is something I want to continue on in my daily pages, and then I use the 5 boxes at the top to kind of list the most important things I want to achieve that day, and then any other tasks as they come up. And it's just nice to do some doodles and kind of write down, you know, things that are happening. I didn't really keep up with this very much, but I want to build it back into my routine. It's kind of important to spend a bit of time. You do have to put aside some time during the day to like start writing and doing journaling. I think it's really important. It's kind of nice to come back and write down what you've been doing over the day, and sort of like it commemorates the day in a way. You can look back and see it. So yeah, that's how I'm going to continue planning, and we're going to see how June goes. I'm going to try and keep up with it. It's kind of challenging at the moment because I'm working so much, but I'm going to try my best and hopefully be able to update you again. I'm also on the lookout for kind of, I haven't really been searching for videos or anything on Hobonichi planning. I don't know like what the situation is out there anymore. So if you know kind of if you can recommend any good planning videos or any good YouTubers, I'm always into kind of looking at something new and get some more ideas. So feel free to like link your own YouTube channels, or feel free to like link anyone that you really enjoy watching. Yeah, and as always, just leave a question below and I'll answer about any sort of thing I do in my diary. But yeah, have a good weekend, good day. I suppose the weekend's just finished, hasn't it? But yeah, hopefully I'll update you again next week with what I've been doing. I'd like to do a flip through maybe of the weeks. Maybe that will be something that I make a point of doing as well, so I'll show you that. So that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching today. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please, I would appreciate a like, and feel free to subscribe if you want to see more. I do say at the end of every video that I'm updating every week. We'll see if that happens next week, but I'll try very hard. And yeah, thanks for watching again, and take care. Bye bye.